We asked City College athletes and coaches about their superstitions, why they have these superstitions, and what they mean to the individuals that believe them. We found that these superstitions lead them to focus on one thing, the game.
The channels asked baseball coach Jeff Walker and some of his players why the sport is so superstitious.
You know, a lot of it has to do with just the fact that baseball is a very mental game. In the course of a 9-inning game, which could last 2.5 to 3 hours, there's probably 7.5 minutes of actual actions.
Before each game, I take 5 minutes, find a corner, a quiet corner, and I close my eyes and visualize my bats, making plays on the field, just so I'm mentally ready to.
I like to wear the same socks. So I do well, then I'm wearing the same socks until they get...
Do you wash them?
No. God, no. No, I keep them dirty until I have a bad game, and then they get washed, and then the cycle is renewed.
You know, we can't control the weather, we can't control the umpire strike zone, we can't control things like that. So I think those routines and superstitions are things that we internalize that we can control.
Well, I went 4 for 5 with a home run, and I had McDonald's that day. So for the next 3 games, I had McDonald's before every game.
Looks like pregame meals are an important superstition for baseball players and soccer players. City College midfielder Samantha Maxwell eats Ben & Jerry's fish food before games.
I feel like if I don't take a couple bites of like Ben & Jerry's like fish food ice cream, I have a feeling I'd play like an awful game, like totally awful. So like I take about 2 to 3 bites before like every game, pretty much every day, just so like I can like practice well enough. I put my socks on inside out because I feel like it's not normal, and I feel like when everyone else does it, they're just like settling for like being average, and like I want to be like above average when I play.
Maxwell always puts her socks on inside out, but one women's basketball player knows someone who wants to wear high socks no matter what side out. When the channels asked players and coaches about their superstitions, they seemed to be the most superstitious of the bunch.
In high school, there was this girl, and she wouldn't shave her legs if we won. And then we went on like a 10-game winning streak, and like her legs were really hairy. It was kind of gross.
We do visualization and imagery with Rosabeth. She's awesome. And last year we didn't do it. And we didn't do very well last year. Wow. 9 years. And that was a big thing for us, getting our players mentally ready, visualizing themselves, taking them through their routine of how the game goes in terms of reducing performance anxiety.
Speaking of performance anxiety, the players put their visualization to work on Friday afternoons in a scrimmage that always has to end with a score of 86 to 84.
If we don't get that score, she puts the score up there, you know. Okay. It has to be 86-84 every time.